Soar into tower. We are ready for takeoff.
All right, welcome everyone to episode number 15 of Kicks in the Castle. It's a podcast by three sneakerheads dedicated to that Disney lifestyle. As Walt would say, to all who listen to this happy podcast, welcome. My name's John, I'll be your host, and I am joined by the rest of the Kicks at the Castle team. We got Matt.
Yo, what's going on, everyone?
And we got Irv.
What's popping?
And we are solo this week, so we still got a great show planned. We got our Fit of the Week feature. We're going to talk about Buzz Lightyear in this week's World versus Land. We're going to catch up with our recent trips on property. And we've got a new cheat code this week as well. And we're going to try out another Irv segment. So stay tuned. And let's get it kicked off with pickups. Irv, what you got this week?
You know what? I told you guys I didn't have a pickup, and I do not. But my birthday is next Tuesday, and my mom gave me a Nike gift card. So I do intend on getting something. I do not know what. So I don't know if that counts as a pickup. I appreciate it, Mom. I know you don't listen probably, but I'm going to use it.
So is it going to be a pair of threes?
Either that or a pair of Air Max ones. I'll probably just get another pair of ones if I can find some, honestly. Yeah.
Nice.
If I can get the forest green ones, I would like that.
Very nice. All right. Matt, how about you? What'd you get this week? I know you got something. You've been quiet. You've been quiet, man.
Last week, we did mention that I did pick up something off Yeezy Supply, or Yeezy Day, from off Yeezy Supply. And I got a pair of Zebras. So what I noticed about this year's Zebra is that the bottom is it's not fully gum sole. But it's like a translucent gum sole. Because my other pair is like it's full translucent. It's like hell yellow right now. But
you're right,
because maybe because so many of them have been going yellow that they just made them gum.
That's interesting. I'll have to look at it because my son's actually got two pairs of Zebras. He's got the ones from the Christmas restock a couple years ago, and then he's got a pair from high school. So I'll take a look at that.
The gum sole?
I don't know. I'll have to look at them. I don't remember what they had. But yeah, I hit the Christmas restock 2 years ago on the Zebras. I
got the second restock when it first came out.
Okay.
What I was like 2-3 years ago, maybe. I forgot. Yeah. But yeah, other than the Zebras, I got a vintage pickup, Animal Kingdom tee.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's like got tags on still?
Just the shirt tag.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, man, $9 Depop.
Dang.
He beat it.
Yeah.
He beat it.
I was like, $9? Done.
Done.
I didn't even because usually I like talk down the person, just like a couple dollars or whatever. But yeah, I was just like, it's $9.
$10 shipping though, right?
No, well, I mean, after shipping, it was less than 15. I'll say like 13 or 15
That's
or 13 or $14.
That ain't bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad. So, all right. Well, like I mentioned last week, I got some of that Diamond Supply stuff, and I'm home. So, I figure I've already told you guys about it, but I'll show you what I got. Got the Diamond Supply tee, Mickey on it.
Oh, that's dope.
It's a pretty cool shirt. I like it a lot. I got the bucket hat. I'm not sure if it's me or not. You have to let me know. I mean,
Looks good.
You look good too in it.
No, you look good though.
Maybe a Blizzard Beach day.
Yeah, looks good.
No, it actually does look pretty dope.
And actually, this is the one I like the most.
I think you got to wear that hat the whole episode now.
So this is the
That's
Diamond
dope.
Supply sweatshirt. And the
Is that embroidered or is that screen print?
No, that's puffy.
Patch? Oh, screen print.
That's
Oh,
puffy.
that's
It's
nice.
like puffy on there. I don't know.
Oh,
But the sleeve is the friggin' awesome part. Yeah.
that's dope.
You can see it's got
yeah.
Mickey and it's got the whole gang on there. We got Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, Goofy, Pluto going down the sleeve. The other sleeve just says Diamond on it. But I really like this. And it's got the diamond on the back, the neck. That's embroidered. But this was a cool sweatshirt. I had to get that. And then I mentioned
No
I got a
surfboard?
pair- What's that?
No surfboard.
Surfboard. Surfboard.
Did not get the surfboard, sold out. So I mentioned I picked up a pair of Blazers off the website, Nike website, for $66. And I told you guys I'm manifesting a Christmas trip to Disney World. So I got the last year's Christmas blazer.
That's nice.
Got the snowflake print on there. We got the little faux fur on the heel. So that's
Is it
actually
inside the shoe too?
What's that?
Is it inside the shoe too, or just on? the
No,
heel?
it's not inside. The liner's regular.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I actually thought the Blazers ran skinny. I thought they were a really narrow shoe. It wasn't. I'd ordered a 12.5 and I got it and it was a little big. So I went back on the website and they still had a 12. So I didn't do an exchange. I just bought a 12 and I'm gonna run down to the Nike store tomorrow and take the 12.5 back. But I'm excited to have that. And so like I said, you'll see me hopefully on Main Street and Magic Kingdom. And then again, I should have charged these up so I could turn the lights off and show you that these glow. I
was gonna say, did you charge them?
the Yeezy 700 dark glows.
It's funny because my friend, he got the Travis Scott 6s, and he knew that they glowed, but he didn't know that he had to charge them. And he was like, bro, it's not working. I was like, did you charge them? He was like, how do you charge it? I was like, bro, you gotta put it under light for like 10 minutes.
Should have, but then it's still light out here, so I'd have a hard time showing you it here anyway. But so got a few things. That's it for me. Irv, I'm gonna say it again. I'm really trying to slow down. But
Don't believe you.
Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop you lying.
But I'm hoping to have another pickup next week because I really want to get those pollen ones that come out on Saturday. You guys, wish me some luck. I gotta get that pair locked down. I think I did 14 raffles.
Jeez.
So,
Off Soul Retriever.
Yeah. Soul Savvy has a raffle channel. You just go on their Slack and you just it just pops them up. And as they were popping up, I was signing up. Actually used one of their add to cart links today. So they have some monitors that go around and check for restocks. And I actually got a pair of shoes. I'm not gonna say what it is because they're for my daughter for her birthday next month, but is a shoe that's been gone and is reselling halfway decent. And got the add to cart link and it was actually able to get a cop off there. So I'm not the worst member of Soul Savvy anymore. So anyway, hopefully Saturday I'll be lucky. I'll let you guys know how it goes because they actually do a live Zoom in the morning. So before a drop, they'll talk about this. They'll have some stock numbers and they'll share that and tell you which ones are better to get on. And then they'll do a live Zoom and as people cop or not, they'll say something on the Zoom. So that should be interesting. I've only done it once with the Alamanier.
That's pretty cool.
It'll be cool to see how that goes. Also got a couple of vintage things that should be in for next week. But anyway, so that's pickups. Let's get into fit of the week. This week's pick is from Pittsburgh Thrift Raft. It's a picture of him in Magic Kingdom. He's got a very cool Pirates vintage tee on. And Travis Scott 270s. Irv, that's what you need to use that gift card for. You need to get a pair of those, man. That's
I got
Oh, you have those already?
you have those, Irv?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, wait.
Why don't I see you wearing those, man? Why aren't you
I
wearing
wore them
those every trip?
once, a year ago.
Isn't there a disclaimer on there saying the vintage look is easily come off or something like that?
Oh, if you try to clean them. So you don't,
Yeah.
you just have them tucked away.
Yeah, they're not even in my closet.
Really?
But yeah, and I like them and they're comfortable. So that's why I put them away because I've just been walking every day in them and man, they too nice a pair of shoes, just kind of turn them into some beaters.
Gotta break those things out.
Maybe.
Anyway, dope picture by Pittsburgh Thrift and Raft. I liked it, man. Look good.
Yeah, very fire fit.
Yeah, definitely. I like Pirates a lot. And I got 2 vintage Pirate tees and I'll probably buy a couple more, man. I like that ride.
I've got a vintage Pirates tee in my cart on eBay. Haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. I got a couple tees in there.
One of my goals is to buy a vintage tee for every single ride. That's my goal.
That's a good goal. That's an expensive goal though, bro. Well, you got the tough
I guess
one.
maybe every
You got
ride.
Splash.
What's that?
Said you got Splash, so that's a good one.
Well, okay. So my first, I guess, collection I want to do is all the mountains. So I already have Splash. I have Space, and I have Everest. I don't have Matterhorn, and I don't have Big Thunder. Big Thunder is freaking hard to find for a decent price.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to spend $200 on a t-shirt. That's ridiculous.
What about some of the old Epcot rides? Aren't those hard to get? Like the Horizons or Body Wars? I mean,
yeah, I mean, I would say like extinct rides are definitely harder to find for a decent price, at least. I mean, my cap is like $50 to like $80, maybe $100. I mean, the most I've spent was like $70 maybe.
I don't even know if I'm there yet. Like, I think I'm still at like $40. I'm not ready to go. I'm not ready to go crazy.
I think I would spend 70, 75 on the right tee. Yeah, you know what I mean? On the right one, I definitely would pull the trigger. I don't think I can go more than 100. I don't think I could sleep at night if I did that.
Yeah, for a t-shirt, man, it's crazy.
A used t-shirt, man. It's still used.
All right. So if any of you out there want to be our fit of the week, just tag us in your Disney fit pics or use the hashtag #KicksattheCastle, and we'll see you on one of the future episodes. All right, Land versus World this week. We are going to get into a heated discussion, I feel. But so each week we pick a landmark or an aspect from Disney World or Disneyland Resort and decide which one has it better. And this week, it's going to be Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin versus Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters. And you guys definitely have the inferior version, so I'll let you guys start.
I'm going to have to go with Land with this one.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, you guys got the newer one, right? It's newer.
That's a great question. I'm not sure. I didn't even look that up.
I'm pretty sure yours is.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems the most updated.
Okay.
To me, and I mean, you guys can take your guns out, so you have more free range. Us, we're kind of limited. That's pretty much it.
Yeah,
for me.
Yeah, I mean, I can't disagree. Ours is kind of like playing like an old Super Nintendo, the way you hold that thing and you stuck to it. I don't know. I want to just hold it down for Disney World, but it's really not the better of the two, honestly.
I just looked it up. Your guys is opened in 1998. Disneyland's opened in 2005. So you are correct.
Yeah.
Ours is the newer version. See, I thought you guys were both going to like yours, and I got all kinds of stuff. So to me, the queue is rough at Disneyland. I mean, yours is mostly inside. So I do like that. I like your guys' queue better because it also seems like a very hot spot because there's really no shade at the Disneyland queue. I also like that you can hold the trigger down and the gun continues to pulse. You don't have to keep pulling the trigger. Sometimes
I didn't even know that.
You didn't know you could just hold the trigger
Really?
down?
No.
Well, you can't do that at Disneyland?
No, you have to pull it. You have to repeatedly pull the trigger at Disneyland.
Man.
Oh, wow.
I know I'll be looking like a jackass. I know customers be looking at me like, what is he doing?
So the thing to me, Buzz, the Space Rangers or the Astro Blasters just looks so raggedy. During the lockdown when Disneyland was closed, they actually went in and painted all the cars. So it looks a lot nicer. They actually fixed some things inside the ride. There was a couple of targets that like pop up and they quit popping up. And actually one of them is one of the higher value targets in the last room. And what they do is they put a small target in front of it and you hit that and it pops up the higher value target. And a couple of those didn't work. So they've actually fixed those. And I've heard some people say that some of the other lights were out. They did some work on that ride during the lockdown, and it actually freshened it up. The other thing I'll say is that I feel like Disney World's line is usually longer. It feels like it's a 45 minute wait, at least at Disney World. Disneyland, it feels like it's 20, like probably half that. And the other thing is the scoring. I feel like ours is the harder version, I mean, because you actually have to, we're going to get into it next on cheat code. Maybe I'll save the scoring thing, or we can just segue right into cheat code. The there are 4 or 5 high value targets on the one at Disney World. And if you know where those 4 or 5 targets are, you can max out. At Disneyland, you have to know there's 4 shapes, and you have to know the values of the shapes and only aim for the higher value shapes. And then to know if they're lit, they're actually worth 10 times the value when they're lit. And then I don't know if you guys don't have the secret Zerg target. We actually have secret targets on Zerg. And so it's, to me, so the scoring, I think it's harder. I think ours is a harder version to get Galactic Hero on. I don't know. Like I said, I've only ridden your guys' ride 3 times, and I got Galactic Hero the last time I went. So I've ridden our ride probably 50 times, and I think I've gotten Galactic Hero like 4 or 5 times. But they've all been recent, so I feel like maybe I've got it down. So
I still haven't gotten yet. I've gotten close, but not yet.
Well, here we go. We're going to jump into cheat code, and I'm going to tell you guys all about it. So
I've been waiting for this.
I know. So this is near and dear to my heart. It really hurts my soul when I see Irv post 400,000 on a ride that he's probably ridden 50 times and didn't even know to hold the trigger down. All right, so the first thing you got to do, Irv, is when the cart charges up, you need to aim at a blank wall and figure out the aim of the gun. Because I can tell you at Disneyland, I've had ones that shoot 3 inches to the left and 2 inches up, and you need to figure out how you have to adjust your aim to hit the targets. So I'm assuming the same thing would be true of your fixed blasters. They might not all just shoot straight. And I will also say that there are YouTubes of all of these. That's how I figured it out, was basically doing a few YouTube ride-alongs. But so on Space Ranger Spin, first room, there's an orange robot on the left. There's a target in his left hand. That target's worth 100,000 points. I've seen people max out before they get out of that room, hitting that target 10 times. But not to fear if you don't max out, because as you transition into the second room, there's a claw above your head. That target is also worth 100,000 points. And because your gun is fixed to your ship, you can't hit it from directly below it. So you have to hit it as you're going to it and going away, and turn around and hit it as you're going away from it, because the target in the next room you can't hit right away. So you can focus on that claw for a little bit. The next target you want to shoot is on the volcano, the top target. That one's worth 50K. And I think you get a view of it before you get in the room. Then you go through an area where you don't have a view of it, and then it comes back. And there's really nothing of value to shoot at between those 2 points other than looking at the scenery. Third room on the right, you've got Zerg's ship, and there's a target at the base of it, and that's worth 100,000. And the best angles to hit that, again, because your blaster's mounted to your ship, is as you're approaching it or as you're going away from it. And so I maxed out in that room when I was there. So I finished it up before I left that room. But if you don't max out by then, when you get to the photo op, there's a target below Zerg, and on his ship at the bottom, same place. And that one's worth 25K. That's really all you need to know to do Space Ranger Spin. And like I said, there's a couple of ride throughs. Astro Blasters is more difficult because you've got circles. Ignore them. They're worth 100 points. You've got squares, which are 1,000 points. Ignore them. The only reason I shoot at a circle or a square is if it pops up another target. The diamonds are worth 5,000. The triangle's worth 10,000. If they're lit, it's 10 times the value. There's Zerg has like a chest protector on, and it's like outlined like a football chess piece. So in between it, there's a gap, and at a certain point down, you can see there's a circle. That's worth 50,000. And that happens twice. In the second room there's a Zerg, and in the last room there's a Zerg, and it's got the same target. The triangles are difficult to find. I'm not even sure how many. And there's one in the first room on the robot, but you go by him really fast, so then you have to turn around and shoot him. There's a couple triangles in the second room. Before you go through the tunnel, which is the last room, there's like a spaceship that's got a triangle, or it's got a diamond on it, and it goes back and forth, and there's a triangle behind it. So you just have to find where they're at. In the last room, there's a triangle, but Zerg's arm goes up and down. And when it's down, his elbow covers it. And then so usually when it's lit, his arm's down. So it's like you've got to be at the perfect angle, like just coming in the room. And then there's also a triangle. If you're facing Zerg for the photo op, there's a pop-up triangle behind you, which is one of the ones they just fixed that was out. So knowing that, honestly, I would say most of the time they slow the ride down for, an accessible entry, someone on a wheelchair, or someone on a Lark scooter going in and out. It depends where you're at when they slow the ride down, because some spots are much better than others. And I can say that, if you're in the right spot and they slow the ride down, you're going to get it pretty easily. So, anyway, those are my tips for
So go on the ride and make sure there's someone in a wheelchair behind you.
what you need to do is if you see somebody in a wheelchair get on the ride, be like 20 cars behind them. That way that you'll be well into the ride. You won't be through everything when they're getting off. No, I think the most I've done Buzz Lightyear 4 times in a day. That's the most I've done. I really got into a kick a couple years ago where I'm like, I was decent at it. I could get a good score, 4, 5, 600,000, but I'm just like, you know what? I need to max out. I need to figure it out. So I watched a couple of YouTube videos, and even after that, it took a while and I swear I've actually got a picture of my score. I had 998,000. Like I was seriously like, it was just a couple thousand short. And I could not get it. So, like I said, I really like that ride. But it's one of those things where I know, like at Disney World, I was really shocked when I went there last time. I got it my first time, and my daughter's like, "Aren't we going to go on Buzz again?" I'm like, "Yeah, we can, or not." I go, "Retire a champion,"
Did you get the sticker?
I did. Hell yeah! Actually, the first time I got Galactic Hero, I went in Disneyland and asked. They're like, "Oh, we don't do that here," and so I messaged Griffin, and Griffin got one for me and sent it and mailed it to me. It's right here on my desk.
So there you go.
Yep, because gotta have goals in life. Gotta have goals. Achieving goals. So sad.
That's it.
So sad that matters to me. So anyway,
It matters to me too, man.
So Irv, man,
I
I'm
probably go to
expecting. So Irv, when is your next trip to Magic Kingdom, and can I expect to see you posting some scores?
I think the next time I'm supposed to go is next Tuesday, but because of this, I may make a trip like Sunday evening or something like that, because I definitely want to try it out. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while.
Well, I mean, the kids. I mean, does Levi like the ride? I mean, just
Levi does like the ride.
So there you go. You two, you just say, take Levi, head over, right after school tomorrow. Make 3 or 4 passes through and see how it goes.
Oh man, we'll see. I mean, it has something it's been like I wanted to do for a long time.
Yeah.
I was like, man, it definitely seemed like something that I didn't think was feasible. Then I realized like everybody does it, and I was like, bro, what's going on? So
it's because all of your targets look the same, but they don't have the same value. So unless you know what the targets are, you're never going to get it. Anyway, so all right. So
with John, Chico with John. There you have it, kids.
There it is.
You have it.
How about this? For everyone listening, if you first one to send us a picture getting Galactic Hero, got to have a date on it, I guess, somehow. Showing that you got Galactic Hero, we'll send you a mystery box of some sort.
Oh, there you go. Now, is it like a selfie with the score behind you?
Sure.
Yeah, so you got. I want to see your, because you can have, you can go Google, Buzz Lightyear score.
Sure.
And send it to us.
I don't know how there's going to be a date on there, but
doesn't need a day. I think if we get a picture, if someone does a selfie, with their score in the background, I don't think anybody's got those in the bank in their phone right now, other than me, because I do have that picture. I'm gonna send that to Matt. Matt's gonna put it in the episode. That way you can see the picture.
So yeah, first person to send us a DM with a selfie of you getting Galactic Hero on either Astro Blasters or Tracer on your spin, you'll get a mystery box of some sort.
I love it. I love it.
By us truly.
Good deal. All right, let's get on property. I'm gonna let Irv kick it off because I know he's half drunk from his trip today.
Oh man. So yes, today was my kid's first day of school. So in typical Central Florida fashion, me and my wife dropped our kids off and went to Epcot to have some drinks.
You have no idea how much I love that. I think that's freaking hilarious.
Oh,
I can just see Irv going, no stroller.
Man, it is, and it's crazy because my wife, she was like, she was pretty emotional today. This is Scarlett's first day ever. She did like, preschool, she did pre-K, but she did like 3 days a week. So, it was kind of tough for her. And I was like, man, let's just go do something. So we kind of already had it planned. So, we wasn't too much worried today. I made sure I had a light workload. And then, so, we just dropped them off and just kind of enjoyed it and just walked around and just enjoyed the park without, extra responsibilities, I guess I should say.
That's funny. I showed my wife your story today and she's like, doesn't he have to work today? And I'm like, He works from home. I'm sure he checked in.
Yeah,
Sent a
that's-
couple
hey,
emails,
man.
then took off.
As long as your phone on your hip, man, you can't go missing.
Do your coworkers listen to this cast? Hope not.
Hey, a couple of them already know. They saw my story.
I was gonna say, unless he had close friends on his story and they're not close friends.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty open with that because like that's one of the main things that we considered with moving down here. And I was like, man, I want to be free to enjoy it. Before I worked here, I kind of worked out of town a lot, and I just really wasn't knowing that much. And I was like, man, I definitely want to be able to chill, man. So whenever I get the opportunity, I definitely take it. Today was a good day to plan it, man. It really wasn't like burning up hot. It was hot, but the sun wasn't like beaming down. So that was pretty cool. We actually parked at the Yacht and Beach Club, and we walked around in there, man. It's really nice. That's one of the resorts we haven't stayed at yet. And I really, really want to stay there, man. I like the way it even smells in there. It's like a really, really nice resort. And that pool is super dope.
Nice.
But yeah, we went at Epcot. So we pretty much just walked around. I stopped at Morocco and got the fried falafel. That was good. Went to the American booth, got the carrot cake. That was good.
Is that what that was? I saw that. I couldn't tell what that was in your story.
Yeah, carrot cake. And they put like the icing on it.
Looks
Shout
like a
out to
ball.
Amanda, who was back there putting on the icing. Because I was like, you can, lower mine down, and she double dipped me. So I appreciate that. And then we stopped in China on the way out and got I think it was I wish I would have took a picture of it. I think it was like a Kung Pao something, but it had like tequila, mango, and I think triple sec in it.
Dang.
Yeah. That was pretty good, man. It was a nice drink. Then after that, I said me and my wife split that. Then we went and sat in the carpool line for an hour and a half.
Oh, that's
Disgusting.
hilarious.
And my wife was like, something bad had to happen today. I was like, yeah, this is it. Just sitting in the car. And, parents in front of you, they're mad. Parents in back of you mad. Everybody's annoyed. I'm like, man. So, but it wasn't too bad. We had a pretty good day.
Nice, man. Was that your only trip this week?
I think so, man.
Look at that, man. You're slipping.
I'm slipping. I'm supposed to go like every other day. I got to get it together.
I know, man. All right. I want to see some buzz scores tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what's messing around to happen, man. I'll probably drop them off and just slide off there by myself. I can get like an hour in without somebody missing me, man. We'll see.
There you go. Matt, how about you, man?
So I actually went today as well. Went to Animal Kingdom. Just did rides. Didn't really eat anything. Safari was a walk-on. Everest was a walk-on. The only one that had like a line really was Flight. But I mean, my girlfriend has DAS, so we just got a return time, and
Yeah, you just go in
we
and
had to
get
wait an
scanned
hour
and come
but-
back later, right?
Yeah, we didn't really eat anything. It right when we got there. We probably got there around like 4. It just stopped raining, and everything was wet. But I mean, because it was raining, can you guys guess what shoes I wore?
Dun-dun-dun.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Supreme Air Force One.
Yes, sir. But yeah, that was pretty much it. And then we came back here and kind of chilled. I watched the first episode of What If.
That was good, bro.
Yeah, it was really good.
That was
Oh, I
good.
wish you'd have told me. I would have watched it. We could have run it down. I haven't seen it. I just got the
really
push
good.
notification that it was available.
We can talk about it next week, man, because I definitely want to talk.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get on it. Don't worry about that. I'll be on it. So I did not get on property. I was supposed to go on Tuesday. I canceled my reservation and I bumped it up to Sunday because I haven't been in a while. But I was talking to Irv before we started the podcast where Matt jumped on, and I currently have like 5 pairs of DS shoes, and like I'm just trying to decide like what to wear. I mean, clearly Matt throws on what's ever comfortable. He doesn't feel like he doesn't feel the need to flex on everybody. I need to get in that headspace.
Yeah, man. I mean, well, okay. So the reason why is it's been raining like crazy over here.
And see, I don't have to worry about it. Rain
every
is not a
single day.
factor.
Yeah. And I'm not wearing like heaters when it's raining, man.
No, I get that 100%. Get that 100%.
Like I'm not taking a chance.
So I still got the Shadow 2.0s that are DS. I got the Racer Blue 3s that are DS. I've got the Jordan 1 Low natural grays that are DS. I got a pair of Dunks that are DS. I just what else do I have? I got the Sakai Blazers that are DS. I don't know. I kind of feel like going with a Shadow 2.0s because I got those for my birthday 3 months ago, and I still have not put them on my feet yet. I did lace them. I popped the extra lace off because I think it came with an extra pack. And I popped the extra laces off and laced them up, but I've never even put that shoe on my foot. So I think I'm leaning that way, but I kind of think that the Racer Blue 3s will match better with the shirt I'm planning on wearing. So I don't know.
Oh,
Tough choices. Yeah, I know. Irv is
Slipping. If you're watching the podcast, just assume I got on the. If you listen to the podcast, assume I have on the same shirt. If you're watching the YouTube, I'm sorry, I slipped up.
It was actually unplanned. So anyway, so that's trips on property. I'll have something to talk about next week. Sorry about my extended delay. Oh, the other thing I'm going to do is because I had a midweek single ticket, I'm going to hit the ticket booth on Tuesday and try to get that put into a gift card because I've got the Flex Pass I still had 2 more days on it, and that way I can put that cost of that ticket towards my Magic Key. Woo! Yeah, so that's 2 weeks out. So we'll anyway, I'm trying to plan ahead, which is why that's why I was going to go on Tuesday, because that was a single day ticket for midweek, no park hopping. And since I had a couple days left on my park hopper multi-day ticket, I just used that. So I've heard it's no big deal, just a matter of going and asking. But I also heard that you have to do it in person. You can't do it over the phone. So I don't know if any of that's true. I'll let you know. But I can tell you the last time I went, I think I bought a 3 or a 4 day park hopper and asked them to credit me back to we cut 1 day off of it. And they were super cool. And just as long as you don't want cash in your hand, they usually don't care. They were more than happy to put the difference on a gift card for me. And that's really all I want. So I'm not looking for any money back. So I can't imagine it'd be a problem. All right, let's jump into the DMs. We did have to, fortunately, we had a couple up there. We had to reshuffle today's episode. We had a guest that had a problem. But fortunately, you guys have been interacting with us and we appreciate it. So good friend of the pod, Adrian OG, asked in, if you could add any food or snack item to your favorite quick serve, what would it be? And I think it's an excellent question. I don't know if I have an answer yet. So I'm looking at Irv. I don't know if he's got an answer. Irv's got an answer. He wants an impossible something.
Well, you know what? Nah, that's number 2. I would really like, you know what I mean? And that's number 2. I would really like a good Impossible Burger at ABC Commissary. But what I really want more than anything is Disneyland churros at Disney World. I don't care what stand they put them in. I don't understand why our churros taste so bad when theirs taste good. And I think about that a lot when I'm at Disney World. And I was like, it's a cheap snack, you know what I mean? I'm like, bro, I would love to get a churro, but it's trash. I'm not going to spend money.
Okay, hey, real quick, while we're talking churros, I got a churro at Hollywood Studios, and it was a regular size churro. It was a regular looking churro like you'd get at Disneyland. I got a churro at Magic Kingdom that was some skinny, like anorexic thing, and it's broken in half. Like I posted it, and one of my guys like, "Oh, you went 2," and I'm like, "No, they broke it in half."
That was at Magic Kingdom?
Yes. And so I asked him, I said, I got one another day. I went and got another one. And I'm like, hey, can I get one that's not broken in half? And they're like, oh, we have to break them in half to cook them. I'm like, what kind of churro cooker do you have? I mean, and like I said, they're not even the same diameter.
That's weird. I don't think I ever had a churro like that.
No, it was in the hub of MK. It's like on the if you're facing the castle, it's on the left side between Liberty Square and Adventureland.
I know which one you're talking about.
It's a cart.
Yeah, that's weird because I mean I've gotten regular sized churros from there. I don't know, maybe they got like a new kind. I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
That was the other thing is you guys have like roasted nuts or something in those carts.
Oh, the sugar coated almonds.
Yeah, sugar. We don't have those here.
Yeah, those are good.
They're good.
Like,
so well, nobody told me I should try those, and I got to get some next time I go. Thanks, Matt.
I thought you guys had them, honestly. I mean, I don't get it like all the time. I mean, they're definitely good.
Okay.
I mean, after like if I eat like the whole thing, my jaw starts hurting. But
all right, Matt. How about you? Have you thought of something? I thought of something. If you're ready.
To be honest, like all the snacks are pretty. I mean, like like the snacks that you get at quick services are pretty solid. I guess maybe I would say onion rings because sometimes I'll order like a burger or.
What about frings? Sometimes I like a fring. You know that because I need a few onion rings, but I don't need a lot of onion rings. And then you mix
Like
it with some
half
fries.
onion rings, half fries.
You get the half fries, half rings.
True. Because yeah, like sometimes like I'll order like a quick service meal. I was like, dang, this would be really good with some onion rings instead of fries, you know?
Yeah.
Because then you could throw an onion ring on the burger. If you got if you got an impossible burger, you could have an onion ring on
Man, that sounds good.
it.
Yeah.
All right. So my thing is, you guys have all the good floats. You guys got the I Lava You float. You got the Blue Note float. You got the Peter Pan float. You got the Backside of Water float, and we got no floats. I don't know why we can't get some floats out here. So to me, that's the thing we're really lacking. And it's not like, I mean, I know it's just different flavored ice cream and Sprite, so not that hard.
I mean, maybe because that's probably just to make up for all the better snacks that you guys have.
I don't know about that.
So we got the floats.
I'm trying to think, because honestly, like the street tacos in are really, really good over at California Adventure. I'm trying to think. The only other thing I wouldn't mind having, I just can't think, does any place have, I'm trying to think. I mean, the shawarma is good. And actually that's almost, I mean, I like a gyro would be great. I'm trying to think if there's any place that has a gyro.
They do at the Morocco quick service in the Morocco Pavilion.
Oh, I should
They
have
have
gotten one of those.
gyros there. To be honest, I don't know how good they are. I never had one before. I had the hummus. We just lost Irv.
Yeah, I noticed he was frozen up for a little bit.
Yeah.
So we'll you and I can keep chit-chatting. We'll see if he dials back in. But no, I like a good gyro. And the shawarma, like I said, is all right. It's pretty spicy, but it's chicken. Or actually, you know what? On Sunday, I might get the Impossible shawarma just so I can tell Irv that I did. I see he's back.
Sounds good.
Are you back?
Yeah.
Can you hear us,
That
Irv?
actually sounds really good.
Yeah, my internet just went out for no reason. Then it came back. So
Yeah.
let's
Okay.
see what happens.
You're good. Did you hear what I said?
Impossible shawarma.
Yeah. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have it just for you, buddy.
I appreciate that, sir.
I'm gonna give you a report, let you know how it is. Because you're about that life and I want to support that.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. You know, we can all go, eat one meal without meat. It's not too hard.
No, not at all. Not at all. So anyway, all right. So that was actually an excellent question. I appreciate that one. The next one is from Ian Francis, and he wants to know what your favorite sneaker growing up was. So Irv, what you got?
But you know what? When you ask this question about this, I don't know.
I think Irv's internet's going out again. Irv,
Might have to go back to him.
I have to come back to Irv. All right, we're gonna let Irv reconnect again. Matt, what was your favorite shoe growing up?
I'm gonna have to go back to my skater days. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the brand S footwear, but they had a silhouette called the Excel, which is basically this fat like padded shoe. And they were just like perfect for skating. And one of my favorite skaters, Paul Rodriguez, before he went to Nike, or before he signed to Nike, he was on S, and the shoe that he always wore was the SXL. And that's what kind of got me into collecting. I was collecting SXLs like all throughout middle school and high school. And then once Paul Rodriguez went to Nike SB, that's when I started collecting Nike SBs.
Okay. I think I heard Paul Rodriguez interviewed on what's the Complex podcast? Complex. He did an interview and he did talk about S brand because they were actually asking him how he got signed to Nike. And anyway, Irv, you there, buddy?
Am I here? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Can you see me? Is it cool?
I can see you.
All right. I want to check my router. It had like a red light on it, so I don't know if like the service is just going in and out in my area.
Okay.
But,
all right. You got a favorite shoe from when you were growing up?
Yes. I don't know if anybody even remember this shoe. When I was in middle school, high school, I was really big New Jersey Nets Jason Kidd fan, and one of my favorite shoes was his East to West Nike, like this all white silhouette with like the hints of blue. And I mean, now that I think about it, it's really not that good of a looking shoe. It's probably pretty ugly, but I was a big Jason Kidd fan. I had like 4 Jason Kidd jerseys, and he had like a commercial that came out with it. Sunday morning. It was at the time when everybody had like hot commercials. Like Allen obviously had good commercials. I remember when he had like Jadakiss on there and stuff like that. So Nike had gave Jason Kidd a good commercial, man. And I like that shoe. And if I find it, I'll probably buy it again, man. It's some nostalgia to it.
Well, it'd be too easy to say a Jordan silhouette, so I'm gonna come up with something different. And I actually was a big Bo Jackson fan, and when he got his shoe, and I don't even know if it's as much the shoe I did, but I did have his cross trainer shoe. But that the same thing, the commercials that they came up with him, that ad campaign, Bo knows.
Don't I know you? Nice shoes.
Mm-hmm.
was awesome. I remember that, so I will say that the Bo Jackson cross trainer was probably my favorite shoe from that time. There were some other good silhouettes, but I wore a lot of Reeboks back then too. So the basketball high top was I don't even know the name of it, but that was a good shoe. But the Bo Jackson, just like I said, it's all marketing, right? I mean,
Yeah.
It was very well done. That was what had to be Nike's heyday of marketing. Anyway, thank you, Ian, for the question. So now Matt has a trivia question for everybody, and there's something in it for you. So tune in and take it away, Matt.
So for everyone listening right now, if you guess this question right, first person to DM us at KicksattheCastle will win another mystery box. So the trivia question for you guys is which music group broke up at Polynesian Resort? So first person to DM us the answer wins the mystery box.
Good question.
Nice. And we are going to do an Instagram giveaway come up. We just got to figure out how we're going to handle it, but there'll be another opportunity for a giveaway as well. All right. Now we've got a new segment, Irv's plant-based option of the week. So every week we're going to give Irv a chance to pitch the plant-based options because they are multitudinous and you might not even know they're out there. So Irv's going to go through some of his favorites over the next few weeks and see if there's something you might want to give it a shot. So Irv, man, what you got this week?
All right. I'm going to go to Hollywood Studios. And people that don't know, I've been plant-based now for about 6 years. I came to the decision one day randomly when I was driving, and my wife couldn't believe it when I came home and I told her that. She was like, that's so random. But anybody that knows me, when I come up, when I want to do something, I'm a real stick to my morals type of guy. So when I decided to do it, I was like, man, I'm really going to do it. And at first it was kind of hard, but like John was saying, there are really a lot of good, meatless plant-based options that you can try. I am going to go to Woody's Lunchbox today and talk about the plant-based tachos because I feel like hands down, it's probably one of the best ones on property. My kids, they are not vegetarian, and so they had the regular in this, and they don't even know the difference. They like both of them. The tachos come with just regular tater chops, vegan chili, shredded vegan cheese, corn chips, and then vegan sour cream. And then the chili is a mix of just beans and a vegetable protein. So it's not really like an Impossible or Beyond type of faux meat. It's all just like, vegetables. So I kind of like that too. I don't like to eat too much, faux meat or tofu. And I know a lot of plant-based people don't. So if you like to just stay more, kind of natural, that's a good one to try. It's good all the time. I would say you can eat it in the winter or in the summer. It's a good meal. And like I said, I've never had a bad bowl. I had it more than once, and it's always like a good eat. So I would advise you, if you're at Hollywood Studios and you think that, man, you know what? I heard Irv, I'm not going to eat any meat today. Give it a try. It's a good eat.
All right, man. Appreciate that. So topics this week. Shop Disney's blowing up, right? We got 50th celebration merch drop today. So who put something in their shopping cart? Anybody?
No, not yet. I mean, maybe the soap dispenser. I'll probably get that. But...
So are they doing an anniversary soap dispenser?
Yeah, they are.
They are.
Yeah.
Well, I saw the regular soap dispensers on. I know that's been a tough pickup in the parks. I don't know. What did you guys think of the designs? I mean, I felt like some of the stuff was pretty decent. I mean, I'm not a big Disney merch purchaser, but
yeah, same. I mean, it's cool, I guess, to each his own. It's not really my style at all. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, the Spirit jersey is pretty dope. I wouldn't wear a Spirit jersey. So, I mean, that kind of, I don't know how dope it is. It's not dope enough why I would buy it, but I definitely did like the design on it. And I'm kind of like you guys, man. I don't really buy too much of that stuff, man. A lot of times it seems to be like overwhelming. if that makes sense. Like, it's so flashy Disney, and that's not really, my style.
I don't
Like
know.
I only own one Spirit jersey. Like, and the only reason why I bought it was because I went to a Christmas party and I thought it was going to be warmer than it really was, but we got there and it was really cold. And I was wearing just a t-shirt. So I was just like, all right, I guess this is my time to buy a
Now
Spirit
it's
jersey.
time.
I'm actually very anti-Spirit jersey. I've seen some that I like, but I've taken the stance that I'm not a Spirit jersey person, so that I'll probably never own one. Like I said, I'm that guy that, like, I'll find something that I like in the parks and I'll just think about it, and in the next hour I'll see 5 people wearing it and I go, I'm good.
Yeah, that's what happens, man. That's exactly what happens. If I see something that I really, really like, it's like on 3 shelves worth of shirts, bro. I'm like, man, I'll be all right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
$50 look just like the guy next to me.
I don't need to own it because I'm going to see it 100 times a day when I'm in the parks. I don't know. They did that, like they had that Skyway, like they said a Skyway. It was like a long sleeve. I don't know if it was a long sleeve shirt or if it was a hoodie or whatever, but it had a big the old Skyway carts that they got rid of. And I really liked it because I'm old enough to remember the Skyway, and I'm like, I got to think about that. And sure enough, like I said, I didn't buy it then, and I walked around, I saw a bunch of people wearing it. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. That's probably the closest I've come. I mean, now I will buy the party shirts. Like when I go to Oogie Woogie Bash, I'll probably buy a t-shirt. I bought an Avenger Campus t-shirt from opening day because it's had the date on it. And I actually bought the Swarmer shirt because I thought it was funny. But I don't buy a lot of the merchandise though.
The recent Halloween party shirts have been pretty good. Like the tie-dye ones, like the orange and purple like tie-dye ones, like those ones are pretty fire.
Well, I bought one when I was at the Magic Kingdom party in 2019. I bought one, but I did not get an Oogie Boogie Bash shirt last year or 2 years ago, whatever that was. But I might buy one this year. I'll have to look at it. It's kind of nice to have some seasonal shirts.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got any other topics you guys want to talk about?
I think I'm good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks again to everybody for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review. We are Kicks at the Castle. You can follow us on Instagram. Don't forget to use the hashtag and tag us for a feature. My name is John. You can find me on Instagram at Weekends with Walt. Irv, how can the people find you?
I'm on Instagram, Main Street Dad. Hiding from my kids during the day, man. Going to the parks.
Nice. And Matt, how can the people hit you up?
You can find me at the Disney Hype Beast or TDHB Shop. Yeah, if you see me in the parks for the 25 minutes I'm there, say what up.
Grab a sticker, man.
All right, man. All right, have a good one. We're out.
Peace.
Soaring to tower. We are ready for takeoff.